Hello, welcome back to the Leukopak Lady. I'm continuing from the last episode where I discussed how inconsistency in cryopreservation training and freeze protocols can introduce additional variability into cellular starting materials like leukopaks and bone marrow. If staff aren't properly trained or if freeze curves aren't properly optimized, this can affect the viability and function of cells being used for cell therapy development and manufacturing. And today I'm talking about a notable solution to this problem that's popped up in the cell therapy field: cryopreservation hubs. So what is a cryopreservation hub? This is a centralized facility that receives fresh cellular material products from other facilities within its network or from independent collection centers. They cryopreserve the products using an optimized and standardized protocol, and they store the products until they ship to their final destination, like cell therapy companies, manufacturing facilities, or hospitals. And I've seen two clear examples of this recently. The first is a large cell therapy company developing allogeneic therapies and purchasing cryopreserved leukopaks across a diverse group of suppliers, both large for-profit and small non-profit collection centers. They were experiencing variability across these products, even when the fresh material from different centers had similar specifications and quality makeup before cryopreservation. They eventually traced this variability to cryopreservation itself, although it was impossible to pinpoint the exact differences due to the secrecy around the protocol details. Their solution was to establish a cryopreservation division within their own company, have fresh products shipped directly to them, and then cryopreserve them using their own protocol, optimized for their therapeutic cell type, concentration, and volume needs. This saved them significantly on costs of implementing the same custom cryopreservation protocol and freeze curve across multiple centers. It gave complete control over the process to them and allowed them the freedom to make changes whenever they needed to. A second example is a well-known logistics company in the cell therapy space that recently developed a standardized cryopreservation and distribution service for leukopaks and other starting materials. They receive products from many collection centers on behalf of cell therapy developers and perform cryopreservation. They've also integrated storage and cold chain logistics into their services, completing the distribution loop in the first mile. There are so many reasons why I love these approaches. First, and most obviously, it facilitates standardization in the cryopreservation process across large swaths of the starting material collection industry, creating more consistency for therapy manufacturers. It allows more collection centers to be actively involved in collecting products for cell therapy development and manufacturing, which will be important for industry scaling. And many collection centers don't have the funding, capabilities, space, or expertise to bring on cryopreservation and cold chain services. So this actually allows them to grow in the collection space despite their lack of cryopreservation services. It can facilitate innovation in cryopreservation instrumentation and science. Larger facilities with more space, funding, and workforce talent will have better opportunities to develop, test, or onboard new technologies than smaller collection centers with limited processing and storage space. It can centralize or regionalize quality control and compliance with regulations and standards, easing the risk and burden for smaller collection centers. Cryopreservation hubs make the most sense employed in allogeneic therapies and centralized manufacturing models. It has the potential to accelerate collection scaling, process innovation, and regulatory compliance better than if this section of the cell and gene therapy industry continues to be disjointed. Lack of collaboration and transparency around the cryopreservation process itself and the failure of the collection industry to devote time and effort establishing starting material specifications and standardizing the collected product has significantly contributed to the need for more centralized cryopreservation hubs. And I'm hoping to see these hubs grow among networks of collection centers in the near future. Come back next week for more from the Leukopak Lady.